and of course then acquiring Tripwire. And Tripwire was more a focus on the enterprise business. Nevertheless, the Tripwire technology has been also applied in the industrial space. So, to your question, those are at least have been integrated platforms with producing all the components, the R&D, and it's run through entire P&L. The enterprise business, of course, has its own cables, like enterprise graded cable, but also different active and passive components for the enterprise business. And the broadcast business, of course, is also integrated business with R&D, product management, and the designing and producing all the components and equipment for the broadcast industry. So those are pretty separate business. However, some of the cable factories do have shared the product groups. Yeah. So and that's
exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, the cable where it gets sort of manufactured, that goes then into different sub segments, if I understand correctly.
Correct. Nevertheless, the cables are quite different per application. So there's not there's a fairly low overlap on the equipment made. Nevertheless, a plant can make the enterprise and industrial cables and broadcast cable, of course. But those are usually made in different equipment.
And how does it work? And in terms of like selling to the client, if for example, the industrial automation division, if they are selling products to their clients, is it then that they ask sort of the factory, which is in-house, I assume, to produce a certain amount of cables, or just trying to understand sort of maybe the value chain and the business model?
Absolutely. So basically, I mean, we have a very high level. So the enterprise business is a high volume, low mix business. Also, it's more also a commodity style business. The industrial business is a low volume, high mix business. It's more customized. So for instance, on the connectors or on the cable, I mean, the industrial connectivity platform has several 10,000 SKUs, versus the enterprise platform would have way less, because those are, for instance, the Cat 6A cable is a Cat 6A cable. That's pretty common standard. In the industrial space, it's a lot of this is customized. And now I explain a little bit how this the sales process works. So, for instance, let's pick a car plant like General Motors or Volkswagen, whatever. So General Motors has to approve any equipment which goes into the plant. So before you can start selling, you have to get you on the approval list of General Motors or Volkswagen. And then General Motors buys a new or raises a new manufacturing line. Then it buys equipment, machines, painting, turning, whatever, assembly machines, robots. So then Belton or others, or Molex or Amphenol or TE has to sell to the machine builder their system and components. And in addition, in some cases, there's also distribution involved. So that between, for instance, the machine builder and Belton or TE, there's also guys like Enixa or Vesco or RS Components, for instance, which do the logistics part of it. So that's the industrial space. So basically, you have 3 or 4 layers, the automotive, so actually plant operator,